Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Day number 4 of December, and after being ill for 4 months, today is the day that the universe is trying to kick me when I'm down. I went into work today, a normal routine work trip into office number 1, and to be honest with you, it wasn't the best experience. I take you back to last night. I was in bed at 10 o'clock, which is early for me, feeling a bit rubbish, so I had a shower, and then I got into bed, and I felt rough, but I put the telly on, and I was able to try and doze off, and then after dozing off, I woke up, but I woke up not full of energy. I woke up fully battered because of my cold was preventing me from breathing in my sleep. I was really struggling with that last night, and I woke up about 1 o'clock. Then I went to bed. I tried to go back to sleep again at 1 o'clock. I ended up waking back up about 2:30, 2:45. And then I was up and down all night, basically. Up and down all night like a bloody yo-yo. And aching, pains, cold, phlegm, flu, throat pain, and all kinds of shit. It was an awful cocktail of problems. And then I got, eventually, well, like I said, up and down all night, and then eventually I think I woke up about 5:30. So I just stayed awake then, because I couldn't justify going back to sleep, because I thought, what if I miss my alarm or something like that. Now, bearing in mind, I've started a new job in September, and I still haven't been officially. The process is called onboarding. Now, if you don't have a job, or you've never had a job, you won't understand what this process is. But basically, when you start at a new place of work, you're supposed to have a sort of induction, where it's basically just like a little bit of a familiarity of things, of this is who you should call, this is the HR, this is the emails that you should have, these are the phone numbers you're supposed to have. I got very little of that when I started this job, and that has reflected in a big way, because I have since struggled at work, and I've needed support with my medical, and I've had nobody really to talk to. And I've been going in every day for about 4 months, because obviously I told you I was ill on my interview. So I've been ill since the day I started working for this place, and it's not gone away. There's been times where it's been less severe, but it's not gone away. In October, my friend Danny had a concert, and I went to that concert, and I could barely talk. I could do a small few sentences without my throat hurting, and that was a hard night to get through, because I wanted to enjoy it with him. I wanted to celebrate what he was doing, but I just felt so rotten and so ill. I didn't want to let him down. So then carried on going. September turned into October, which became November, and again I've been this prolonged sickness of throat strep and sores and aches in my tonsils and my throat and my chest, and this has just been difficult. And then about 2 days ago, so about the 2nd of December, a wallop, I got this tremendous sensation of a cold, and it blocked all my nostrils, it blocked my throat, my chest. I have to keep doing very deep breaths in between coughs. I have this very dry, wheezy cough. My mouth gets very damp. I have all this horrible feelings going on. Just a cocktail of problems. But like an absolute muppet. Because I'd only just started this brand new job, and I was petrified in case they gave me the sack, because they thought I was trying to pull a fast one on them, taking a sick day straight away, or worried about a game coming out and then worrying about taking a sick day off too close to the game coming out, because they might think he's done it to try and pull a fast one, or whatever the case may be. I've been working myself like an idiot, to try and impress this new company, to try and impress this new job. And I've been petrified to say to anybody, listen, I'm not doing too good. I'm very unwell and I need some time off to rest and recover. And I've had the weekends, but again, because of the hours I work, you see it if you've watched the last few vlogs, because of the hours I work, I'm out in the dark, I'm home in the dark, I have no time to do anything. If I've got a very small window of time in the evening to get my second job done. So weekends are so precious, because even though I'm getting up at 6:15 every day, or 5 o'clock some days, I'm still trying to get up at sort of no later than 7 on a weekend to try and recoup some lost time in the week. But I've been doing this thing to myself where I've just been burning myself at both ends, and I've been running out of fuel and steam, and I never used to be like this. I used to be a kid that got ill and then bounced back straight away, but I don't think I've been in a position in my life at the moment where I've been as stressed or as working as hard. So like the actual, not stressed necessarily mentally, there's been a bit of that, but more physical stress. I don't think I've ever had my body under such pressure to perform every day, and it's taking its toll on me, and it's hurting, and it's been hurting for a long time, and I've tried to just shrug it off with painkillers and forget that it's happening and crack a smile and make some jokes and carry on with my day like I'm normal, and I'm not. I'm fucked up and I need some help. And I went in today, and I think the thing that finally gave me the chance to pull the trigger was the fact that I took a bite of something and I couldn't taste it. I took a drink of some awful coffee. This place normally has awful coffee, and I had some of this awful coffee and I couldn't taste it. And I was baffled, because you hear about COVID, and obviously living through the pandemic and living and experiencing through COVID, you learn to look out for these things, like your taste buds going and your sinuses getting blocked and things like this. And I never understood when someone was like, it's flavourless. I could never imagine that sensation of not knowing what something tasted like if you had a drink or a bite to eat or anything. I didn't get it, and it baffled me to high heavens, because I was thinking, well, how on earth could you eat something and not taste it? And I experienced it today, and I explained this to some of the people I worked with, and they were like, you need to go home, you need to leave. But again, I was a bit nervous, because obviously these guys have worked there for years now. They've already built themselves up a good reputation with this company. I've obviously only just started working there in September. I was a bit nervous to ask for a day off. All this pressure that I was putting on myself. And eventually I think that's caved. I think what's caved is when I realised I couldn't taste anything. I mean, we're in December, we've been eating Advent chocolates, and I had an Advent chocolate today, and mine's a white caramel Advent calendar that someone gave me at work, and I had a bite of it today and I couldn't taste it, and it was so bizarre, because it's obviously such a distinct flavour. I couldn't taste it. Could not taste it on my taste buds, and that really scared me. And that's when I then realised, right, your body is telling you that you're not okay. Your body is telling you that you're fucked up and you need to take some time to rest and recover. So I feel like it's a bit unrealistic saying to myself, oh, if I give myself this day off, I'll feel much better. But it's principle to say to yourself, listen, you're a bit fucked up, you need to look after yourself. I get that, and I feel like I'm one of these people, as long as I can perform to the level that I need to perform to, I'll get the job done. But the minute I realise that my health is giving me complications and causing me to underperform, that's when I'll pull the trigger on something, because I am quite critical of myself in a really bad way, and I need to not be. I'm very comparative with people. I often try and compare myself to other people too much, and I think that doesn't do me any good whatsoever. But I get too competitive with myself, and I'm very hard on myself, and I want to try and be the best I can be, and sometimes I don't know when to quit, and I think that is a big challenge for me. So yeah, I feel like I need to just go home, have that shower, try and eat something and keep it down, because I'm not thrown up yet, but I feel like in my stomach, I feel like that's coming. I feel like at some point we're going to throw up, but I'm hoping not too soon, to be honest with you. I'm really hoping that we don't throw up too soon. But yeah, I'd like to be able to breathe again. I'm a bit upset that I can't. But I'm going to just have to keep taking it a day at a time and seeing what happens, because at the moment my mum and dad are having a lovely time in Tenerife, and I am so happy for them. I am so happy that they have taken some time out of their schedule to go and treat themselves to a lovely holiday, and I wish they cheeky bastards had taken me with them, because I fucking need a holiday. I need it. I've worked my arse off this year and for the last 5 years, and I need a break, for God's sake. I've been so busy with the house, and I've been so busy with buying a house and getting that sorted and working multiple full-time jobs. I'm knackering myself to the bone, and I need to try and start being a little bit nicer to myself, because I'm clearly not the best at that. But yes, the taste buds have officially left, and I would really, really, really like them back at some point, because to be honest with you, it's pretty terrifying not having them, and it is a very, very unique feeling to not have your taste buds, and I would really, really like them back. So thank you for this vlog. I'm sorry it's been the way that it's been, but you get what you get when I'm sick, and at least I do one every day. So I'll see you in a bit for the recovery tomorrow. Peace.